Okay, so this is a good time to actually talk about what is going into the ads. So, as with everything that I do, you do not need to overcomplicate this, especially not at this stage. At this stage, it's so much more effective for you just to get stuff up and out. But there are a few places that you need to concentrate on. So the key thing is the image. Roughly 70% of impact on your click-through rate and your attention grabber is going to be the image. So make sure it is a good high quality image. Make sure that it has some kind of relevance inbuilt in it to the products that you're trying to sell or the squeeze page that you're linking to. So for example, here I've put this text on that says exactly what the bait is about. This is me, this obviously isn't me. You see, like, they're very simple, they're good quality pictures. People are getting more savvy to that kind of thing now. They like good pictures, and they don't have to really pop out of the page, but as long as there's something on there to grab somebody's attention, that's all good. Looking at people is good. Something that's aspirational is good. But you don't have to go crazy with multicolored borders all the time, or just a decent quality picture in somebody's newsfeed that they're going to be happy to see. It's probably your best bet. So that's images. The next most important thing is the headline. The headline is going to be the next thing that they see. Yes, they're going to read the text up the top, but it's going to be the headline that really sort of pulls them, and we're going to show you those. Nice, short, punchy, does exactly what it says on the tin. Don't try and put blistering copy in there. That's what your squeeze page is for. This is just to get them to click, really, and to assure them in what they're getting. And then all of the rest of the kind of little elements on the advert they're kind of irrelevant. So in order of testing, you would test image, then headline, and then the rest of everything else. So with that said, there is a few good formulas for the post text. Let's just get that example back. Okay, so these are all of the elements that you're going to be getting on your ad that you have to be aware of. The image obviously is massively important. The headline is this section down here. It would be the second thing that we would test, and then all of the other information on here would be the third thing we're testing. That said, this first bit of text up here, the post text, is a nice little lead-in for people, and if that's done well, you can really grab people and pique their interest. So it's worth spending a bit of time getting that right. And what I've got for you is 3 formats, templates, if you like, that will work very well and save you a lot of time whilst you're doing it. So the first is if then. Okay, so if what the person is, does, or wants, then what the person must do. Okay, so for example, if you like dogs, then you have to see this. If you've always wanted to get fit fast, then you'll love this. Nice, short, punchy, simple. Don't fill this up with loads of text. Keep it short. People just want to see it, read it, get it straight away. If you can ask them a question, then that's great. This is a bit like the if then. Did you miss our rapid list building event? Then click here to see it live. Okay, nice, simple, straightforward, very fast. And it also qualifies them. There's if you are a bodybuilder, if you are a fireman, if you are a nurse, the person's reading it and thinking, yes, I am. Then you want to see this. Well, if I am that, then potentially this person knows me well enough that I want to do that next. So the if then is very powerful and it's very quick. The second format is the how in, as in how to do a benefit in a certain amount of time. That's very quick, very fast. How to build a winning squeeze page in 30 seconds. And another one, a little bit more complicated, very effective, and still very, very quick and simple. So desire, obstacle, and hook. Would you like to insert desire without insert the obstacle and then add a hook? So would you like to look 10 years younger without surgery or grueling exercise in 2 weeks? So you've got the desire, somebody wants to look 10 years younger. The obstacle is all of the objections they've got to why they wouldn't do it. You know, they don't want the surgery, they don't want the grueling exercise. You know, that's showing them that you know them, and then you're compounding it with a hook. So time hooks are very good in this case. Or would you like to look 10 years younger without surgery or grueling exercise? Then you have to see this. Then click here now. Then do this, then do that. Okay, so those are your 3 formats that you're going to use for your post text up here. And the headline is just going to be very, very simple, very straightforward. Does exactly what it says in the tin. And then just repeat it. You know, not word for word, but just tell them what they're going to get again in the description. So let's put that into action. Okay, so you see with the post text, I've not capitalized everything. Just the bait matrix is a name, so that has been capitalized, but it's just as if you were writing a natural post. If that's all capitalized, it's just a complete turn off for people. The headline, however, is capitalized like a headline is. The display link is, doesn't really matter what you put in here. I've tried loads of different things and nothing really has that much difference. You can put sign up now or free download or whatever. I've just put the name of my page in there. So it's entirely up to you what you put in there. Seriously, don't overthink it. And then the description just reconfirms what it is that they're going to get for clicking. So download the bait matrix and learn to create the perfect lead magnet for free. And then we're going to upload the images. And it's up to you if you want to put a button in there or not. I quite often like learn more. I'm going to use download for these though. And there is our ad. Okay, so once that is done, it's a matter of filling out the rest. So we have set our conversion tracking pixel, so we can use existing pixel, and we're looking for the one that went on the thank you page. So it's this list building tips signups on my example. Yours will be whatever the name of the pixel is that you put onto your thank you page to track signups. Don't worry about that. It will verify itself once you start getting traffic there. And then here we're going to be removing everything apart from newsfeed, including desktop right hand column. We just want desktop newsfeed, and that is it. And that is the creative. So now we go on to audience. and we're not going to use a custom yet or exclude anybody yet at this point for these ads because they're brand new. So we're just going to put in the geographic places that we want in there. So we've got the UK. I'm going to go for the United States. Going for Canada, and I'm going to go for Australia. And that should give me a pretty good base to start off with. Okay, I'm going to go from 20 to any. I could go younger, but I know my demographic reasonably well, and below 20 generally don't engage all that much, and if they do, they don't tend to be buyers. My demographic is a bit older, so if you're unsure, then go through the whole spectrum, but if you are a little bit more attuned to your demographics, then you can reflect that in your choices here. Going for all genders at this point. Going to leave languages blank. Some people would put English in there. I'm not going to do that because a lot of people might not actually fill out their Facebook profiles, whether they be English speaking or not. So just going to leave that blank. And then the only thing that we're going to put in here are the interests, and the interest that we're going to be targeting in this ad is Danny Sullivan. Of course, we have to make sure we get the right one, which is this guy. So that is me targeting 104,000 people, and that's a really nice amount to start off with. So that's the targeting, and then the optimization and pricing. We're just going to go for optimize CPM, use default bids, nothing else. This is actually a brand new option at the time of making this video, so let's see what this says. I presume this is exactly the same conversion pixel that we used last time, so I'm just going to select that, and that will be absolutely fine. Okay, so that is one complete ad done. Now I'm going to do that exact same process. Everything will be exactly the same apart from the image in the same ad set. So what we can do now is select this one and then duplicate. Same campaign, same ad set. And rather than pointy, it's going to be a different image. So we're going to call this Technicolor, and I'm going to put a different ad image in there, but everything else will stay the same. It saves me going through all of those options again. So we come back to the creative, and we do unfortunately just have to go through this process again, but we don't have to do all of that process again. So that's why it's handy to have everything here. It's really important to keep everything exactly the same, because that way when you come to test, you can test just one aspect at a time, which gives you proper data on what's working and what isn't working. And upload image, and we're going Technicolor for this one. This post will be used as an ad. That's the one that you want. Okay, if you don't want these to be running straight away, you can just turn them off in here, and obviously you can turn them back on again in there as well. Right, so now that's the second ad done. I'm just going to duplicate that one more time. And wait for that to come up. And it's this top one. You can see it's always got this little number afterwards, but we are not going to have that. We're going to change this one now to smiling face, smiling woman. Everything else stays the same except for here. We're going to create one of these. So obviously you can see how useful this text file is now. Okay, so that's my 3 ads for my bait matrix ad set that we will be testing. And as soon as there's a clear winner, which Facebook will pick for us, 95% of the time Facebook gets it bang on, and at this early stage it's just worth going with what Facebook says. So when you can see a clear winner, and you will be able to, you can just turn the other 2 off and then just focus on that. Leave it for 24 to 48 hours. And then you should have a really good clear winner. If you're got a bigger ad budget and you're putting more money in at the front end, you're going to be able to see that winner a lot quicker. If that's the case, it might be a few hours, and you'll be able to see one sort of running away from the others, and then that will be your winner. And then it will be a matter of going in and optimizing the squeeze pages, which will be the subject of another video. But for now, get your 3 ads up. So we've got the bait in the bait matrix. We have got those 3 ads. It's confusing in the Power Editor. It really is. Let's just upload those changes, and I might be able to show you a bit better. Okay, so let's come over here. And this is just the normal ads manager, and it's just a bit better for like quickly looking at stuff. So these are the campaigns, these are the ad sets. Now if I click on an ad set, i.e. the bait matrix, the one that I've just made, you can see that those are the 3 ads in there. They're all exactly the same other than the picture, and if I want to have a look at them in more detail, I can just click on here and it shows up. So this would be the place to monitor them. If you're going to be editing them in the Power Editor, if you're just monitoring and you're going through your reports, you want the ad manager for that, but we'll be getting into that at a later video. For now, just repeat that process for each of your ad sets, and that will be you ready to go. You know, you can then start letting the traffic flow for 24 to 48 hours, get your numbers, and then see where you are. And by that time I will have put some more videos together for you. Hopefully my voice will be not gone. It feels like it's actually going at the moment, and if that does happen, then we will have to work out another way to do it. I'll have to mime it for you, but regardless, get that done, get it out, and sit back and relax and enjoy the process. Alright, thanks very much.